Hello, human. Before talking about kefir, we need to clear up one of the most misunderstood concepts in this whole world. Kefir grains. Because no, kefir grains are not seeds. They are not planted, they don't germinate, and they are not born from milk. If someone told you that, they were oversimplifying something that is actually far more interesting. They are not fungi either, even though their shape may resemble cauliflower or something strange and gelatinous. They do not belong to the fungal kingdom like mold or mushrooms. That confusion is common because visually, they don't look like anything most people are familiar with. So, what are they really? Kefir grains are a living community, made up of bacteria and yeasts, working together in a stable system. They are not a single organism, but many different microorganisms cooperating at the same time. Each one has a specific role within the system, and none of them exist in isolation. The bacteria are mainly responsible for fermenting sugars and producing acids. The yeasts produce gases, small amounts of alcohol, and other compounds that influence flavor and texture. Neither group fully dominates. They balance each other, and that balance is what makes kefir possible. The solid part of the grain, the gelatinous texture you can touch, is not the bacteria or the yeast themselves. It is the matrix where they live. It's their structure, their home, the place where they protect themselves and organize as a colony. That's where they reproduce and remain stable over time. When you place kefir grains in milk, you're not activating something dead or starting an artificial process. You're simply giving them food. And when food is available, microorganisms do what they've always done. They ferment. During fermentation, the bacteria and yeasts don't stay trapped inside the grains. They spread throughout the milk. That's why kefir doesn't live only in the grains, but in the entire drink. And that's key to understanding why kefir is alive and how it really works. If kefir grains are alive, then a logical question follows. Why do they grow? The answer isn't mystical or magical at all. They grow because the environment allows it. When they have enough food, the right temperature, and aren't constantly subjected to serious mistakes, the colony expands. Growth is nothing more than reproduction. Bacteria multiply, yeasts multiply, and the matrix that holds them together increases in size to make room for them. That's why, over time, kefir grains become larger or split into several smaller ones. It's a natural process of a living community that's in balance. If they never grew, that would actually be a sign that something isn't working properly. Now, growth doesn't mean they're always in perfect condition. They can grow slowly or quickly, change shape, or produce kefir with different characteristics. It all depends on the milk you use, fermentation time, ambient temperature, and the overall care they receive. That's why not all kefir grains are the same. They don't all produce the same flavor, acidity, or texture. And that's not a flaw, it's part of their living nature. Expecting them to behave exactly the same every time means not understanding how fermentation works. It's also important to break another myth. Kefir grains are not immortal. If you abandon them, leave them without food for too long, or repeatedly subject them to extreme fermentations, they can weaken. But they're not fragile either. They're resilient colonies, adapted to survive as long as someone cares for them with basic common sense. When you stop seeing them as seeds, fungi, or magical objects, and start understanding them as a living community, everything changes. Fear disappears, mistakes decrease, and kefir stops being a mystery and becomes something logical and manageable. Follow me. I am Kefir and fermented.